and in the south. We have to get people to work together. The only way that we are going to do this is by working together. We need to break down all of the boundaries that we've got. We need to all work together no matter what's going on. We are here to denounce that fossil fuel exploitation, mainly oil exploitation, has been going on for almost 150 years, is about to finish.
Por eso estamos proponiendo que el petróleo se quede en el subsuelo.
We are proposing the oil to leave it in the ground.
Porque el único petróleo que no será quemado y que no causará calentamiento global es el que se mantenga en el subsuelo.
Because the only oil that will not be causing global warming will be the one to remain in the ground.
Leave the oil in the soil. Leave the oil in the soil.
Me llamo Bettina Cruz y vengo de México, del estado de Oaxaca.
My name is Bettina Cruz. I come from the state of Mexico in Oaxaca. One of the key real solutions we are proposing is to have energy sovereignty throughout the world.
Esto quiere decir que no son las empresas multinacionales las que tienen que tener en sus manos la energía.
This means that energy does not have to be in the hands of multinational corporations.
Por eso en este momento estamos exigiendo que no se privatice la atmósfera.
This is why we are currently demanding for the atmosphere not to be privatized. No to the privatization of the atmosphere. Climate justice now.
Jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
I've just been speaking to some of the people who walked out of the conference in solidarity with us. So there's 200 people, if you weren't here before to hear, 200 people walked out of the conference to come and try and join us.
We want to continue to feed the world.
Y decimos, es nuestra agricultura, la agricultura campesina sustentable, una alternativa.
Sustainable farmers' agriculture is an alternative.
I came here because climate change is not only environmental issue. My new farm has been farmed.
To use seeds, it might be illegal to take water that belongs to a company, but we just need to start doing it and reclaiming it as we reclaim the space today. We do that also with our resources and we manage them locally in our communities. That's a really nice thing of what we need. And I would like to collect these things so we can present them later.
We all go to shops, buy things we don't really need. And we are the customers, we are the people who need these big companies that feed us.
And on the other hand, we need to provide positive alternatives for the people. Because when people leave their countryside and they go to the cities and they educate themselves, they don't turn back to the countryside. So the countryside is becoming less and less populated. So there is a cultural deterioration. So we need to provide, to motivate, to inspire people to come back to the country.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would like to just another thing. Yeah, we have to help our governments to understand what we want. So we could encourage our governments to stop measuring progress in terms of economic growth, and instead trying to get them to measure progress in
production and consumption strikes. So, for example, maybe in the oil industry or any company, to unite with the workers in that company and have a boycott on the one end and then a strike on the other end, so it really hits their profits.
Zero growth has to really permeate and also this cyclic thinking. We need to create the change that comes from education, from arts, from all different sectors of society. Embrace it in lots of different dimensions.
It's important to bridge the gap
between the other people that don't understand or don't have the information to understand and the people that already know. So it's important just to, like you said, just to keep a smile.
Sorry, if we say inspiration, we also say
consuming, start producing and realize unity. Because if you realizing means understanding is to be the
outside by police in normal clothes.
You never get that, you never understand that,
We need to build solidarity to protect these spaces. Also, people were saying that it's not just practical things, but a mentality. People need to
I will keep it short, because what we have to do is in some way really easy. It's something everybody is creating this. We have to think it where won't we go, and we have to share information, knowledge, and create the space, showing alternatives and being positive, because then other people will join us. Communities. We have to start really at the bottom. That means we have to talk with our families, with our communities, within our streets and within our quarters. And we have to change the educational system to change climate change and to change
more consumption. We also need to regionalize the production. And by making all these things, we need to organize where we live and make the change start there.
Community-based solutions. We will go for sustainable democratic production. We will have in general less production, and we will distinguish between luxury and actual needs. We will share the world's resources, and we will share the knowledge and the technology. The solution has to be positive. We have to show that living without oil is actually going to be a better way of life. It will create dependence on each other and not on money, and make more happiness, because we're not thinking in a greedy way. We're sharing inspiration.
Slow down. We need to slow down, we need to respect our food, we need to enjoy our food, we need to grow our own.
The trade unions are not with us, but we really need to build that movement between all the different groups that see human survival as part of one whole. Thank you.
A local or federal or international politician stands up to talk, somebody out there is going to ask them question, and one of the questions would be, how is your target meeting the 2-degree line that you say is important to keep away tenants? Right here, this week has been about sharing and getting inspiration from each other and showing that we have the intelligence and creativity to make the solutions that we need.
Saying to people that the processes that cause climate change are the processes that cause problems that are more immediate to people's everyday lives. The second point that we made was that we're good at negativity, we're very good at scaremongering and so on, but we need to be positive and have hope and share these spaces that we create with people. Not just keep them within the activist space, the activist community, but open them up to the whole public.
Yeah.
The third point that we agreed on was that we're very good at doing big actions, at doing protests and doing demonstrations, but we need to realise that we will win this battle, not by doing these things, but by doing the hard work of going to workplaces, going to communities, and having ordinary conversations with ordinary people.
We
need to move away from a culture and a system based on planes and cars, run on fossil fuels. Under capitalism, production is organized very oligarchic, very authoritarian. So if we're going to build another system, we need to build our communities and our unions and our workplaces from the bottom up, not democratically. Get involved locally in your communities and your unions, and then that you argue for a participatory process like we just had here, but inside your union, so they're not bureaucratized, not run by a full